Hello, Decobloom family. Step inside a luxury French mansion where verdigris whispers history and Parisian proportions shape every room. Today, we're exploring patinated metals, grand Boiserie, Versailles parquet, and marble fireplaces that glow like poetry. Stay with me, because each doorway reveals another chapter of timeless elegance. Let's begin this tour of refined beauty and quiet opulence. Imagine time whispering through metal, the soft blue-green bloom of verdigris on lanterns, railings, and door hardware. It suggests centuries of sea air and candlelight, instantly transporting the mansion into a lived-in grandeur. Patina becomes memory, turning everyday fittings into jewelry that frames each entrance. Let the patina guide your palette. Bluish greens, sun-washed limestone, and brushed brass. Verdigris softens symmetry and tames sparkle, balancing opulence with restraint. It invites fingertips to trace edges, rewarding curiosity with texture and hue. Luxury feels effortless when the metal tells a graceful, weathered story. Carved Boiserie wraps the room like a tailored suit, defining rhythm, proportion, and shadow. Panels rise elegantly, catching light along bead and flute. Paint in mellow neutrals to honor craftsmanship, letting profiles, not pigment, carry the drama. The walls become architecture, not decoration. Treat each panel as a frame for life. Artworks may float, but emptiness is equally intentional. Mirrors, sconces, and consoles align with pilasters for quiet order. The result is hushed grandeur, everything composed, nothing forced. Boiserie makes conversation softer, footsteps gentler, and the room eternally poised. Underfoot, the floor is a tapestry geometry. Versailles panels feel ceremonial, their cross ribbons commanding long salons. Chevron draws the eye forward, elongating corridors with elegant momentum. A lightly fumed finish keeps vintage warmth without heaviness, welcoming daylight to skim across oak's grain. Let rugs become punctuation, not cover. A Savonnerie in the salon, a tone-on-tone runner in the gallery. The flooring's heritage speaks quietly beneath everything, chairs, mantels, and chandeliers, linking rooms into a single narrative. In a French mansion, pattern underfoot is composure, continuity, and composed movement. A Trumeau mirror rises like a portrait above the mantel, uniting architecture and reflection. Its painted or carved panel crowns a firebox with history, elongating the wall and doubling light. Suddenly ceilings feel higher, conversation brighter, and gold glints multiply with an aristocratic wink. Pair the mirror with restrained mantel dressing, perhaps an Ormolu clock, a pair of candlesticks, or a single floral composition. The goal is balance, reflective grandeur anchored by sculptural simplicity. The Trumeau becomes a stage for seasons, firelight in winter, and cool luminosity through sun-splashed afternoons. Chairs with tapered, fluted legs and medallion backs embody late 18th century calm. Their disciplined tempers lavish architecture, offering symmetry without stiffness. Upholster in pale linens, velvets, or subtly striped silks. The silhouette does the speaking. They sit lightly in the room, refined yet approachable. Arrange fauteuils conversationally around low tables, allowing air and parquet to breathe between pieces. Bronze nailheads echo hardware. Piping delineates curves. Louis XVI seating invites posture without pretense. The perfect foil to ornate Boiserie and gilded lighting. An elegant pause within a luxurious, layered composition. Gilt bronze mounts are the mansion's jewelry. Sunlight finds them first. On commodes, clocks, and candelabra, Ormolu adds disciplined sparkle, never glare. The glow is warm, honeyed, and unmistakably French. Care in room's prestige without overwhelming its serenity. Think gilded commas, not exclamation point. Echo Ormolu's warmth across the space with framed engravings, mirror slips, or a sconce backplate. Patina should mellow the shine, let age speak. When gilt aligns with architectural rhythm, at cornice, mantel, and door, the house hums in harmony, luxurious yet gracious, brilliant but beautifully measured. Toile brings narrative to surfaces, pastoral vignettes unfolding across drapery, walls, or a daybed. Choose a restrained palette to complement verdigris and limestone. The storytelling is gentle. Scenes feel like memories rather than murals. Pattern becomes poetry, softening formality with countryside charm. Balance toile with solids and textures. Nubby linen throws, matelasse coverlets, or velvet cushions. A single dominant toile, echoed sparingly, keeps the room coherent. The result is intimate, romantic, and timelessly French. Nostalgia filtered through discipline where fabric doesn't shout. It speaks in lilting verses. Woven landscapes and florals bring painterly depth in thread. An Aubusson tapestry anchors a wall with noble calm, its faded palette harmonizing with stone and oak. Upholstered seats and coordinated weaves feel heirloom without heaviness, channeling centuries of craft into contemporary comfort. Let the tapestry breathe. Flank it with pared-back sconces and a slim console. Colors lifted from the weave can tint cushions or passementerie, weaving the house's palette together. The goal is resonance, not replication. A mansion that honors handiwork while living lightly in the present. Thick-pile Savonnerie carpets were born for palaces, floral medallions, and scrolling borders underfoot. Their richness softens a marble's coolness and oak's geometry, grounding grand salons with plush ceremony. Choose a softened palette so motifs feel aged, dignified, and welcoming rather than ostentatious. Scale matters. Let the medallion align with chandelier, and ceiling rows for satisfying symmetry. Furnishing should touch, not trample, the motifs. With careful placement, the carpet becomes a room's heartbeat, luxury that cushions sound, anchors grouping, and whispers of royal ateliers and candlelit receptions. Grisaille mimics sculpture with paint, rendering classical scenes in tonal whisper. It lends quiet theater. Shadows suggest carving where walls remain smooth. The effect is cerebral and serene, ideal for libraries, galleries, or dining rooms where conversation and contemplation share the stage. Surround the panels with soft textiles and matte finishes, allowing the illusion to breathe. A single gilded frame or sconce punctuates the monochrome with warmth. Grisaille thrives in disciplined environments, where restraint reads as richness and imagination completes the marble that isn't there. Marble mantels are altars to light. Veining drifts like smoke, while crisp profiles hold court beneath Trumeau and sconce. Whether Breccia, Carrara, or Portoro, the stone's character sets the room's temperature, cool intellect, warm romance, or midnight drama. Always luxurious, never loud. Keep mantelpieces considered. An antique clock, a pair of neoclassical candlesticks, perhaps a low arrangement of garden roses. Let negative space frame each object. When firelight arrives, marble and gilding answer with glow. The fireplace becomes a salon's compass, gathering guests and guiding conversation. Overscaled windows invite Parisian daylight to perform. Mullions trace elegant grids. Limestone sills offer perches for blooms and books. Interior shutters provide privacy with ceremony, modulating brightness like theater curtains. The room changes by hour, always flattering, always poised. Dress windows and airy sheers layer with longer, fuller panels. Hardware should echo the home's metals, aged brass or iron. Let drapery fall to the floor with quiet weight. The architecture does the work. Textiles simply soften it. Light remains protagonist, setting every scene. Doors aligned in sequence create a spine of perspective, an enfilade that magnifies grandeur. Rooms converse across thresholds, their colors and materials answering in turn. This choreography turns walking into ceremony, each doorway a frame, each salon a chapter in the mansion's unfolding novel. Keep focal points deliberate along the axis, an armoire, a bust, a console vignette, so the eye pauses and proceeds with pleasure. Rugs and ceiling fixtures should echo rhythm. With enfilade, luxury lives in alignment, balance, proportion, and a sense of destination within everyday movement. The grand staircase speaks before any salon. Scrolled wrought iron, perhaps kissed with gilt, traces air with calligraphy. Handrails and polish would invite the palm. Stone treads ground the ascent. Its architecture as jewelry, drawing the eye upward with graceful confidence. Let landings host restrained moments, a pedestal, a lantern, a niche bloom, never clutter. The balustrades pattern should converse with door grills and balcony railings, extending identity outdoors. At twilight, ironwork throws elegant shadows, turning structure into ornament and movement into a quiet, cinematic entrance. Beneath tall mirrors, consoles, and pier tables create vertical conversations. A slim marble top with delicate legs maintains visual lightness, allowing reflection to dominate. Together they lengthen the wall, offering stages for curated objects while preserving the room's gracious circulation. Choose a single sculptural centerpiece or mirrored pair, an urn, a bust, or a clock, so symmetry feels intentional, not fussy. The ensemble should guide movement along galleries and between doors. This pairing is a Parisian classic. Elegant pauses that keep architecture breathing and beauty close. Crown molding chair rails and ceiling rosettes stacked like musical phrases. Depth and shadow give ceilings lift and walls proportion. Keep finishes matte to celebrate profile over paint. The restraint reads opulent, the detail disciplined, luxury determined by line, not loudness. line fixtures architecture, a chandelier centered in the rosette, sconces register to panel lines. When moldings coordinate with flooring pattern and door heights, the room feels inevitable. It's a secret of Parisian timelessness. Harmony through measured layers, richness delivered by beautifully drawn edges. The most persuasive luxury blends history with clarity. Pair Boiserie and Parquet with contemporary silhouettes in stone, leather, and bronze. Let modern pieces float, not fight, within the envelope. Tension becomes elegance. Contrast becomes calm. The mansion breathes, ageless and thoroughly alive. Keep the material palette noble and few: marble, oak, linen, patinated metals. So dialogue feels intentional. Contemporary art punctuates tradition, giving rooms present tense energy. The goal is continuity, not costume. A French inheritance meeting modern sensibility, where every surface earns its place with grace. From verdigris lanterns to Trumeau mirrors and layered moldings, we've traced a Parisian language of grace. Measured lines, noble materials, and restrained sparkle. If this journey inspired your next space, show some love. Like the video, subscribe to Decobloom, and drop a comment with your favorite detail. Merci for watching. Until our next elegant escape, keep curating beauty at home.